what classes he was taking, all that stuff. He was a freshman. And I was like, well, sounds kind of like you're pretty bugged about the exhibit being up. Have you kind of had some friends that had some experience with it or anything like that? And he's like, well, actually my girlfriend and I had one done my freshman year of high school, and to this day it's the biggest thing I've ever regretted, and to this day it eats me up inside every day. And he's like, I just get choked up looking at this stuff, because he knows that. He's like, I know that was my baby. So immediately the conversation turned from, is it right or wrong, to the grace that God gives, because he started asking me, and he's like, well, are you a Christian? I was like, yeah, you better believe it. And he was like, he's like, do you think this is an unforgivable sin? And I was like, oh my gosh, like, no. And so we started walking through some scripture about like how God's grace basically covers all sin, and all fall short of the glory of God, and then only through Christ are we saved.
And so at that point, like, I was really curious to see what she thought about it as well. And she said that these images, she had seen pictures like them before. When she found out she was pregnant, she went online and like Googled abortion, just to like become informed. And she found pictures very similar to the ones on the display. And because of that, that was part of the reason that she chose to keep her child. And so she's decided to go ahead. She's going to keep her child.
My third conversation was with a girl named Catherine, and it was so interesting because it like followed the script in the manual like so well, and it was so funny because I was like talking to her, I was like, oh my gosh, I read this conversation yesterday. And so she was just saying, she was like, you know, it's just a bunch of cells and it's not a person yet, and I was like, I know what to say to you.
Because not only did you guys come up to me and ask me how I was doing, but you guys' hearts have been broken by Jesus. You guys aren't hardened, and you went out there and you did something about it, and that really just touched me. Because I go to that school, I deal with those people every day. I feel like I'm alone. I felt like the girl who thought her opinions didn't matter. But you guys went out to my school, and you just spoke up for what you believed in, and it was incredible. I don't have any like really amazing stories, but just see you guys out there fighting for what's right and just following through on God's command to do what he asks. Not worried about what happens, but just doing it anyways. You guys are awesome, and I'm really glad that I get to go to school with you. So thanks.